I don't like it when they try to get a guy's attention by flirting with other guys. Usually, the guys they're trying to attract see it and instantly lose interest in the girl. Smoking. Sometimes you see a really beautiful girl, but the moment you catch a whiff of cigarettes on her, all the attractiveness disappears. I don't mind setting the tone of the conversation on a first date, but I hate situations where I'm the only one asking questions. Yes, I want to learn more about you, but I also want you to show some interest in me. Exactly. I hate when a date feels like a job interview. I give girls one chance before I politely wrap it up with, "This feels more like an interrogation than a date." If they're even a little interested in you, they usually start asking questions after that. If not, whatever. I had a date where the girl didn't learn a single thing about me. Every time I tried to mention something from my life, she turned the conversation back to herself. Apparently, she couldn't care less about me. But even so, you shouldn't be that rude. We spent 2 hours together. If I'd stolen her purse and ran, she wouldn't have been able to tell the cops anything about me except what I look like and give them my phone number. A guy I know is dating a girl who constantly puts him down, brushing it off as just joking. He kind of plays along, but after 3 jokes in a row about his micro penis, it stops being funny. I don't think I could date someone like that. I knew a similar girl. Instead of calling her boyfriend by his name, baby, babe, or anything affectionate, she called him a piece of shit when he proposed. They eventually broke up. She literally said, "Oh my God, you little piece of shitty." Like, we get it, it's super vulgar, but maybe at least sometimes call him something else? Fake nails, they're sharp, I fear for my eyes. Hygiene problems, petty stuff she just can't let go of. A buddy of mine once broke up with a girl who didn't wipe properly, so badly that there were streaks on her underwear. I remember he told me, "I didn't know how to bring it up, so I lied that I had too much going on and it wasn't a good time for a relationship." He could have saved the relationship by buying a $20 bidet seat online. Best $20 I ever spent. Don't even know how I lived without it. When she tells everything to her friends. I had a girlfriend who liked to show my intimate pics to her friend. Then that friend would DM me and talk about those photos. It felt like I was dating both of them. There's one awful trait I noticed after I graduated and started working. Some girls push way too hard to move in together, even if you just started dating. I get that you don't want to live with your parents anymore, but now it feels like you want a relationship not with me, but with my house. And I don't like when they try to move in quietly, when a girl keeps bringing more and more of her stuff to your place, and one day she has no reason to leave. Without any conversation, she just starts living with you, and you have no idea how it happened. An unhealthy obsession with social media. Similarly, I don't like chicks who post 4 or 5 times an hour like, "Watch me open my mouth to this rap track." Women who turn the relationship into their hobby. Sure, being in a relationship is great. It takes attention and time, but it's not the only part of life. I can instantly recall several relationships where women called me at work constantly and tried to monopolize 100% of my time. I remember plenty of them getting upset and angry when I explained that I also have other interests that don't involve them. A lot of those ladies get really stressed that guys play video games, hang with friends, etc., but it's not like I spend all my time on that, at most a few hours a week. There are just too many people whose lives have nothing going on, so they try to turn their relationship into a full-time hobby. I was really happy when I met my wife. She had her own career, her own interests and hobbies. Even now we spend a lot of time together, but there are days when we're each doing our own thing. It's not great when you constantly have to entertain someone. An underrated comment. If I meet a girl and over time notice she starts marking territory, I bounce immediately. It's a common problem. The only fix is to stop answering calls at work and not cancel guys' nights. Because if you cave and give all that up, the relationship becomes your hobby too. As a result, you both become boring people, and then boring girls don't like dating boring guys. Ironic, huh? Total, complete inability to handle personal finances. Look, I've got enough money problems of my own. Even worse when they criticize you for being cheap, when in fact you're just spending responsibly. I have one standing rule. If she can't save and has no interest in learning how, we're not going to work. When they pretend tons of guys are into them. That often works on girls. Girls love chasing guys who are adored by lots of women. but it usually turns men off. An inability to hold a conversation. Seems like we shouldn't be dating each other. When they act like princesses, play naive and dumb, and want to be chased forever. Sorry, I don't have time to indulge your fantasy where I'm constantly fighting for you. Don't even talk to me if you're under 5'11 inches. Then don't talk to me if you weigh more than 132 pounds. This height thing I never understood. I'm 5'4", and any guy over 5'8", 5'9" seems tall to me. I don't see the difference between 5'10.5", and although I'd also prefer to date a guy a few inches taller so I'm still shorter than him in heels. But I think these rigid standards are pointless. I had a cool ex. We didn't split without issues, but she was scared of everything. At first I didn't care. I constantly supported her and tried to help her beat her fears. Over time it got exhausting. Part of me still believes she wasn't so much a timid kitten as she was trying to seem cute and make me feel like a big manly protector. It always amazed me how fast she could switch from nervous breakdown to, I won't even look, both ways when I cross the street. She was afraid of everything, from lakes to rocking chairs. She was scared of spooky darkness in the summer at 4 p.m. Maybe I'm the idiot, but it felt like every time she was scared, she just wanted attention and closeness. I hope I didn't act like a jerk in those moments. I hate when a woman expects a guy to do everything for her while she doesn't want to do anything. A relationship is a two-person job. For a couple to make it, both halves need to be invested in each other and try to understand each other. Obviously, it doesn't always work out, but I've had cases where a woman expected literally everything from me. I had to pay for everything, give compliments, spend time, attention. Thankfully, I'm happily married now, and my wife also puts in a lot for our family. Agreed. Plus-size girls practically don't attract me. I take care of my health and prefer women who think about that too. Unwarranted arrogance and needless narcissism. Like, yeah, you're hot, but not hot enough to act like that. Those kinds of girls can go straight to hell. No amount of attractiveness gives you the right to be arrogant. I don't care how hot you are. If you're a terrible person, I'll get up and leave mid-date. A lack of any interests. For me, there's nothing more attractive than a woman who's into something. Work, a hobby, whatever. And I don't care whether I personally like her thing or not. It just needs to exist. Oh, that should be the main answer. I just refuse to believe there are people aged 24-35 who haven't developed any interest in their whole life. Yet it seems like they're the majority. Daily life can be really stressful, and people with no hobbies, interests don't get why we do ours. They see it as a waste of time and money. But people need to spend time on themselves. If you have no interests and spend no time on yourself, you're probably a boring person. So you play video games? Do you get paid for it? No. Then why? Are you a child? Poor hygiene. I like curvy girls and even plain ones, but if you smell bad, bye. If it's clear you take care of yourself, that boosts your attractiveness regardless of body type. Many bigger folks should take note. I weigh 289 pounds, but I'm very serious about hygiene. Yeah, it still takes me longer to find a partner than my slim friends, but that doesn't excuse me from taking care of myself. Constant negativity. A girl who sees a flaw in literally everything. Honey, there's nothing wrong with liking things. When you love all sorts of stuff, it makes you more interesting. Too much makeup and the orange face white neck syndrome. God, man, I've said this so many times. Do they not look in the mirror at all? They don't see that their neck and face are two different shades with a hard line under the jaw? Bathroom lighting and outdoor lighting are two totally different worlds. Duck lips. Big lips in general. If they don't suit your face, don't do them. Thanks a lot for watching. In the comments under the video, you can write what you don't like in girls. Bye.